Hello, anybody who's watching out there that still comes to Roll for Chaos. We love you. We are here with Avernus, with the Hellriders, getting ready to play a game, which has been a long time coming since the last one. You on YouTube wouldn't know, because they're all released pretty consistently. But anybody here in the live streaming verse, although, to be perfectly honest, I do hope to maybe come up with a couple more games in the future at some point that I can start becoming more consistent with.
So everybody needs to just follow us and possibly subscribe, and then you'll be part of the fun when we start back up again.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've got the bug again. So I have these droughts where it's just like, I don't want to fucking do anything. I don't want to create. I don't want to make more stories. I don't want to put the time together to do the streaming thing, even though I love hanging out with my friends as often as I possibly can. It's just so much mentally in the way. I've still got a book that I need to find a way to have published. I've run into so many dead ends with it. I'm like, maybe it's just maybe I need to show more and say less. There's been a few too many narrative portions in the beginning of my book, and I'm like, I could rewrite those entire sections. Let's just do that. That's only going to take me another 6 months.
And all your spare.
And all my spare time, yeah, with the new job and learning everything all at once and taking care of the family at home while Shannon fights the good fight and unioning and trying to save people's lives, make things better as much as she can. And all my friends stressed out and upset. It's like, now that we've had a talk about my life, we're going to go around the table. Hey, tell us one thing that happened to you in the last month. Doesn't matter what it is. And then we will do a recap and go back into this lovely game. We're going to start off at random, as usual, with a D4 roll this time, because there's 4 of us. And it is going to be Gwen first. You're going first. So give us one thing that happened to you in the last month.
All kinds of things have happened to me in the last month, but I think the most exciting is that my partner and I have started doing more decorating. We actually started our gallery wall, which goes up our staircase.
Ooh.
And it has transformed the entire house.
That's awesome. What is being put on said gallery wall?
Unsurprisingly to anybody who knows Doyle or myself or both of us, a lot of random cat pictures.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds lovely, and I'm glad you're taking the time to do a little bit of, what is that called? The individual who had all the, sparks joy statements, Marie Kondo?
Kondo.
Yeah, doing the Kondo thing. That's great. Brian, your turn.
Hey, everybody. I think my major thing is, I started reconnecting with some old friends. That was my big thing that I was trying to do as part of some of my therapy stuff going on. And it was I started and it's been every week, both days, every weekend, both days has been nothing but friends this, friends that, friends, which is a good thing. It was just I went from 0 to 1,000 super, super quick. And I was like, oh my God, where's the time? So, and I have even more stuff coming on next week and then the week after. So it's both good. It's all good rather. But yeah, it's been fun trying to reconnect and reestablish some friendships.
That's the thing about friendships is that the best ones, of course, are the ones where no matter how much time has gone by, you can pick up immediately where you left off again. But there are levels of that you always have to kind of make sure you reconnect, reach out, make sure people know you still care so that they don't just go by the wayside. Some friendships will just disappear.
Yeah. The funny part is 2 of them are brothers, and I never see them together, which is hilarious.
You never see them in the same place. Are they truly brothers?
But
Maybe
they
they're
do.
the
It's like
same
I'll do one
person.
thing with one of them over here, and then one thing with another one over here. I'm like, why can't we just sync up schedules so I can like spend half the time? Like, but yeah, no, it's funny. I have to like fight with both of them.
That is funny. Marquise, your turn.
Hey, everybody. I went to Minnesota for 5 days. That's what
Woo.
happened to me. I was visiting a friend, and yeah, it was very nice to just go away. The weather was still the same. It was still randomly raining in throughout the day, and also moments where it was just really hot. So it was just like, okay, well, I'm just here to see a friend, and we had a great time. So that's what happened to me. I was just like, what did I do during the month of June? Because I kind of didn't do much. Wait, I went on a trip. That's what I did.
Are you witnessing any of the heat wave stuff that's going on in various parts of the country?
I mean, it's here too, and so I was just like, I'm just gonna stay inside as much as possible.
Clint, your turn.
Yes. I met someone that is not single, and just it's good and bad all the same time. Bad in the sense that I don't ever get to talk to them because they're loyal, and 2, good because it's like, oh, hello, sir. Anyway, that is yeah, just been doing a lot of stuff and spending time with family, and I started streaming again. That's the other fun thing.
Yeah,
is I
streaming.
am streaming on Twitch. I'm doing a lot of League of Legends gameplay. You can find me at twitch.tv/clinked or something like that. Anyway, it's a good time.
Go see twitch.tv/clinked. Play games.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just
We
That is
need
correct.
to work on your calls to action there.
TTV.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's on Twitch.com.
Twitch.
Just go find it. It's fine.
twitchyfingers.org. That's where you need to go.
I think that's a different site.
Wait a second. Hold on. Don't do that.
I have my only hands.
Your
Just
only
kidding.
hands. Yeah.
Which is better than an only feet, but only barely.
Yeah.
Well, we will begin here today doing Avernus-y things. Last time when we were playing, everybody was up in El Toro. They had removed some of the demonic threats there. You had some rather good encounters against the Hell Knight that you knocked down into the river Styx, into the Lethe, excuse me. And in that moment, everybody succeeded at something that I thought was going to be significantly more damaging and deadly in spectacular fashion. Congratulations. Ness befriended a nightmare that they're going to try to turn into a Pegasus if they can. If she can. If everybody else can help. You used a trebuchet to launch yourself over the blood war that's happening directly beneath the city along the riverside and crashed into the sands far off to the northeast. Now preparing to head towards Fort Knucklebone, or Knucklebone Keep, whatever you want to call it, in an effort to figure out where to go next to find the Sword of Zariel beneath some sort of temple. So, this is the first time on the ground level with all of you, so it's going to be important for us to just remember, hell sucks, it's hot, it feels like your skin is covered in itchy, like bugs. Like every time you walk around, it's like these little tiny pinpricks that happen across your skin that give you that sensation that like an insect is crawling upon you. And you can't quite get it to go away, and you can never find it, of course. There are the occasional whispers in the wind that make you think someone is talking to you when they're not. It's overall unpleasant. The sky itself is awash with darkened clouds and with lightning that doesn't seem to create any sorts of thunder behind it, but occasionally flash. You can see balls of fire that sometimes crash into the ground nearby. So what do we see happening now as you're all picking yourself up off the ground? We see Ness moving over towards the nightmare, trying to help it down to the ground where it lands, and she's just fussing over it. It's just kind of sitting there and not acting murderous, but glaring at everyone from the sidelines. What happens? Who says what first?
I am currently unconscious, so I'm not saying much of anything, folks.
That is true.
You're
You
unconscious. What knocked you unconscious?
The flight.
Mhm.
I failed the
Oh,
Constitution save.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
I will run. I'll run over to Thamaris, and I will pump in a level 1 cure wounds.
We are also getting a whole bunch of +1s. Thank you, Anna.
Ah,
the-
everybody
with the,
collect those +1s, please.
You get
Thanks.
13 HP back.
I think I should be good. But we're gonna
13
find
is
out.
good. Yeah, where are you at on your health at the moment? You have.
I'm not. I'm.
Hey, you
I'm
haven't
at
even taken
full.
any injuries, so you just got knocked
I
out.
Oh,
just-
you just knocked out.
Yeah, I'm just knocked out.
Ah. Oh.
So yeah, you can
Okay.
take that spell
That
back.
would have been.
Yeah, I'm just
I was gonna say that'd be different. Oh, so I would probably run over and try to do some form of like awaken them in some form. Like, like I don't want to slap them awake, but it's like kind of like, do like a once over, make sure they're okay, and then see if I can like get them to like stir. While
Okay.
kind of, I guess, looking around and making sure there's nothing immediately in the vicinity trying to kill us.
So you look around. What is everybody else doing as Whistle moves over to assist Thulmaris?
I think two of us did a really good roll, right? It was me and someone else, if I remember.
Yeah, it was. I think you and Ness both did, but it was such a long time ago. We're gonna have to do some
I know, I
some
don't
adjustments here.
remember.
So that was just on making your way down to the ground.
Yeah.
So we're doing new rolls here, and Steam, go away. My Steam
Okay.
platform just popped up. Sorry,
New
audience, if you
roll.
heard it go. But yeah, if you can, please give me a perception roll. And as soon as you're healed, Thelmaris, you will snap to wakefulness, but not before having a vision. A very minor one. Everybody else rolled. Let's see. We
Oh.
got a just
Can
a
you hear
me?
one
I'm back.
roll actually. I
Yes.
couldn't hear you then. Now I can hear you.
Yep.
Valen, please. It got a 16. Willemie, what's your perception roll? Wisto, what's your perception?
Oh,
Oh.
Nat
she
20.
sees it all.
Whew.
She's
He
He knows
aware.
all before her.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, why did I roll? I don't know why I rolled advantage, but 25.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, either way.
Okay, there we are. So, yeah, you had advantage for some reason. Didn't work. It wasn't necessary. I'm going to give Valen first from the position where you're standing at. You're looking around at the sands around you. To your south, you can see Elturel still chained in the sky. The companion floating up above it is a giant black orb crackling purple lightning. You can see massed armies up and down the river. Let me give you the map one more
Yes,
time,
please.
since we're going to need that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Where
But I'm
did
pretty
it
sure we flew over a giant like calamity of a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We very carefully directed ourselves above and beyond.
Super navigated this, yeah.
Yeah.
Being very inconspicuous as a projectile.
Share with
They don't see us.
everyone. All right, you should have the map up now.
Yep.
And this is the
Okay,
unmarked map
unmarked
where you'll
map.
find stuff as you travel. You have no idea where the hell you're going. All of you are currently located here
Rude.
at the pointer, the circle that I've just put down. Do you see it?
Yep.
Let me put an actual token
By the
on
volcano.
here.
By the
Yeah,
volcano? Is that
the
what-
bottom right hand volcano.
yeah.
Tokens.
Yeah.
That's true. There's probably more than one in hell.
There are, yes, lots of them. I'm going to get a letter token of a P for party. Yay. Y'all are full of P.
We did it.
You did it. And
Well.
that'll just show roughly where you're
Where-
out on the map as we go traveling. So you're here.
We're in the
Eltrell's-
lava?
It's not. You're near the edge of it. So
Oh, that's really comforting.
That lava is the river, so it's not actually lava. And then, of course, the city of Elturel is flying above it. And then there's the entire
Wait,
blood war happening behind you. So you see that. You see off to the north of you volcanic mountains. You believe you see a strange skeletal structure into the side of the mountain. Maybe it has to do with what you're looking for. It is called Fort Knucklebone or Knucklebone Keep, after all. So that is, you never know what that might be. It could actually be in the bone of a giant dead creature. Who knows? From where you're at, you can see that like the distant ridge lines, as you look at them, they kind of waver in your vision. They appear closer and then farther away as you look at them. The terrain, from the moment you stare across it and then you kind of have your gaze come back, it seems to be slightly shifted every time you're not looking at them. You can see shadows that seem to have like the shadow of a tree kind of gnarled and mangled without any tree. You can see small creatures that like dart into the sands and into the ground. Some of them staring at you from underneath and behind rocks. There's a narrow fissure to the northwest of you that has like a phosphorescence kind of bubbling out of it. Some sort of shapes are crawling underneath of it. That's about all you get with the 16. Other than that, the air has a putrid tang to it, that itchy sensation on your skin of just standing out in here, an uncomfortable warmth that seems to be coming from everywhere around you, with a stillness of, no wind whatsoever on a hot day, that kind of sensation. Next up, we have the 25 with Whistle. Alongside the same things that you're seeing that Valen happened to view, you can also see to the north of you, there's a small rise, and then it's kind of blocking out something on the other side that gives you a strange auditory sensation. There's like this warbling, these guttural noises coming from over there that approach a tune, but not quite. Like it's as if something is trying to make music, but it's discordant. And you can see in the sands around you, there are skulls of a vast variety of creatures. There's actually a pile of black ichor off to your right, and with the tang that's in the air and around it, you recognize it as the refuse of a demon that has fallen, that has died in this area and become this putrescent ichor. You know that it's dangerous. Okay. Willamy, with your nat 20, there's something else I have to read out real quick.
Ooh.
You begin to hear in the same direction that Wistel kind of heard that strange discordant music. You hear low moans, high whines, discordant humming with no rhythm and no melody. There is something felt in it, like a call, like a sadness that is reaching for someone, for something rather, at the same time as being very unnatural sounding, as if the sounds are coming from throats long desiccated. And you hear that they're approaching in this direction slowly, but they're not, you don't think that they've noticed you or anything like that. You don't know what it is. Off to the east, northeast, east northeast of you, in the direction of the volcanic mountains, you can see an individual that happens to be carrying some like tattered and rolled scrolls or something, kind of just like ducking down, staying low to the ground. They're hunched, they're rotund. They happen to have a strange like papal hat on, and they're just trying to stay out of notice as they are moving across the sands. It like trips for a second, drops a bunch of scrolls, picks them back up. That is probably 200 or 300 feet from you, to the east northeast. And that's near another collection of stones that he's kind of hiding behind. He hasn't noticed you, doesn't look like it, but he does appear to be nervous and moving through the sands as well.
I will pass that on to everybody who is awake and close enough to hear. And am I correct in remembering that we were told that we wanted to kind of trend northeast
Yeah.
to get to the fort?
That's true. That was the last
And
advice given to you by what's his name? I hate that I suck with names. Raven Guard. Yes,
Raven Guard,
him.
who's not, in fact, the guard of a raven.
Older Raven
Exactly.
Guard. Yes.
Older.
Not the older Raven
So
Guard,
it-
but the you know,
Which is exactly what I thought he was for a very long time.
the older
Um,
Raven Guard.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. But so, like the skull upon the horizon,
Mhm.
like, do we have a? I know you said it's kind of like the distances are kind of swirly and like inconsistent.
Yeah.
But do we have like an idea of like, oh, that's a day's journey, 2 days journey, 3 days journey? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how vast is the distance that we can actually perceive? You know?
With your high roll, I would say it is
Like,
probably.
I'm trying to get the
so
scale of the map.
If you're going on a forced march, so if you're going to be traveling for 10 to 12 hours at a regular pace, so that's more of a physical want to get there type travel. You're 2 days away. If you go at a standard pace,
Gotcha.
you're 3 days away.
Okay, thank you.
So, your hands come down and you go to heal Thulmaris. Thulmaris, from your position, sleeping, everything's kind of muddled, everything's kind of aggressive. It's not a rest that you would get from unconsciousness, just the blissfulness of oblivion where nothing happens and you wake up and you're fine. There is an uncomfortable sensation the entire time. Something is screaming at you to be awake at all times. And then you see yourself in a hall of mirrors. Your eyes snap open, and you can see reflections of yourself and everything around you. There are 4 mirrors, one on each side of you, and then there are tinier ones in between those. And then there's a hallway that goes directly in front of you for a while. What do you do? What do you say?
Oh well, this is a new sensation for me, right? I've never been trapped in a hall of mirrors before.
You have not.
I'm assuming. Great. Then I think Thulmaris's immediate plan is to gather information rather than out loud question what's going on. So he'll like do that thing you do in Funhouse mirror play or not fun
Yeah, funhouse mirror rooms.
Funhouse mirrors, yeah.
Or carnival.
Well, because no, the
mirror
funhouse
houses.
mirrors are the ones that like distort your shape, but
Yeah.
like the hall,
Like a mirror maze.
the
Hollow
mirror maze,
mirrors,
Yeah.
So he like just like puts his hands out, trying to like feel where
Okay.
the exit is, and he's gonna just kind of like walk quickly while seeing if any of the reflections,
So
I don't know,
so
look
you-
at him and laugh.
You take your hands and you press them to the mirrors as you go, and as you do so, your image disappears in them.
Oh, I
As
don't like
you
that.
take
He's gonna stop
few
that.
steps. You stop and you move a little bit down the hall, a little bit nervously, feeling strange about this. When you look in front of you and you see a vision of yourself, a younger vision of yourself without scars, staring back at you. What we could have been, it says to you.
And he's gonna touch that mirror because he wants that particular person to shut the fuck up right now.
It disappears. You take a few more steps down this hallway and you see yourself scarred, burned, with horns coming out the sides of your head. What we are going to be.
Rolling his eyes and just like brushing the backs of his fingertips against that person, dismissing it, just and says, and actually will say out loud, absolutely not.
And then you see at the end of the hall a mirror that starts like wavering back and forth, where you can't tell what's in the image, but taking a few steps closer to it, it starts to come into the form, a familiar form, of Valerian. His features even more beautiful, even more proud, even more flawless than before, without a blemish, with his hair perfectly articulated upon his skull, with clothing that seems to match and fit him to a T as he looks over to you. It's a shame things turned out this way. But there was still a choice you can make here. You see him, like, staring at you as cracks begin to form across the mirror he's standing inside of. You were always so faithful when you thought things differently? Why does that need to be a lie? Like cracks form across his skin and something behind his eyes starts to darken. You see like shapes begin roiling under his skin as horns press upward and outward from his scalp. His eyes shift from the sapphire color to pools of molten red. And he just kind of like twists for a second, and you see like his skin tear asunder, and then black glistening wings unfurl from his spine. He laughs as he reaches down naked before you, and a pendant appears in his hand with a symbol on it. Please give me a history roll.
Oh boy.
Or religion, whichever's better
I'll
for you.
do religion. Oh, that's terrible. Oh boy.
Something
I don't have
about
any-
that.
Oh wait.
Hmm?
I'm gonna use because we have heroic inspiration at the start of every
You do.
thing, so I'll just re-roll that.
Okay.
Please be better. Please be better. That's
Better.
better. 16.
You recognize
you're
the damage symbol of the angel Zariel across his chest, and you realize that something about this is more real than a dream. And you think that he's been rewarded for his service. The mirrors in the room shatter, and you gasp as you are awoken to the face of your reptilian friend there, as Whistle is now over top of you.
I look you directly in the eyes with stuff, and it's not disappointment, but it's almost it's like I didn't get to quip it. Could you have given me 5 more seconds?
Well, you're awake, I guess.
And he'll get up and he'll like kiss you on the cheek. He's like, "Thank you. I'm not ungrateful.
You're welcome.
I got spoken to in my dream, and I really, really wanted to fire back, but I didn't have time before the mirror shattered. And here we are.
Well, there's always tonight, I guess, right? You can maybe it'll happen again.
I hope not. I would prefer to not see his face for the rest of existence. Hopefully, if there is an afterlife, there is a place that I go that does not have him in it. Sorry, rephrase. There is an afterlife. Hopefully, my soul goes to a place that does not have him in it. Oh, that means I have to be really good, don't I? Damn it.
I'm well past that. My ship has sailed. So if you figure it out, you can send me a message.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, we are actually further in hell than what we were.
Yeah, that's true. We are.
So,
Wait, so this is actually like the real firmament of hell. So
Yes.
like we're now
Yeah.
fully.
We went from like middle ground hell to hell prime.
You're in actual hell now.
I look at everyone
Yeah.
and just like, how does everyone feel? We finally went to hell. How many people have like told you go here?
People,
Too many.
but quite a few chipmunks.
Far too many.
Mean
Yeah,
chipmunks.
uncomfortably hot. Way too uncomfortably hot. Even for no, thank you. I don't have hair, but it's still bad enough.
Well, which direction should we start moving? Because there's a lot, just like gestures at the general chaos of the landscape. There's a lot happening.
All I know is we shouldn't be here just because there's a bunch of death right there, and it's getting that tang in the air. So we shouldn't be here. My guess is as good as anyone else, right? Because there's a bunch of war back that way, and then there's a bunch of not war that way. So I feel like that's the better direction. And we were told to go north, northwest, or something. So we can just wander. I don't know. We should wander. We should mosey. We should do something. But this giant pile of devil shit, whatever, is probably not the best. I know dead things are bad. I don't know if a dead thing of a devil's worse, right? It has to be worse.
Dead devils,
Does that ring a bell
terrible.
to me?
What was that?
Just, I'm assuming they're making the description of like things like the desiccated throats making that weird song of want.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking about literally by like next to the volcano / mountain we're at. There's a giant pile of a dead devil that's
Yeah.
making like a
Bones.
a
Yeah.
putridness to the air.
And then
I'll just,
Willoughby will talk about the
Mhm.
unmusical singing, and also there's a really large person over there with a terrible hat who seems to just be throwing scrolls around. So maybe we need to steal some of his scrolls and then carry forward.
Willoughby,
There's also
she
like a
goes to hell and
skeleton-looking thing behind us too, right? To the right, like a like like a place.
I think we should go talk to Scroll Person.
Okay.
Let's do that. That's all of this just seems bad.
It's hell, dear. All of it's bad.
Sure, but like, well, Avernus really wasn't supposed to look like this. If you knew any of the history, he could go on and on, but he'll stop. Later, we can talk religion later. Let's move to the Scroll Person.
To the
And we'll like
rotund man we go.
snap, just to get Sanda's attention.
Sonda
And
appears beside
like
you.
keep her generally low. Like she can be up, but not too far up as to like attract arrow fire.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
I
Okay.
think I'm also gonna summon something real quick while we're here.
Your steed.
I don't know which one I want. I'm trying to see if I can find. We used to
trying
have
to
like one
remember.
specifically that were there, Tyson.
Yeah. So fine steed. It resembles a large rideable animal of your choice. You had chosen a dire
I can't do
wolf.
ritual.
There was two others.
A reef shark, I thought.
A reef shark, and the last one. What was it? Was it a horse? Did you have that?
I remember it was all here and then update, and now that's all gone.
Right. It should have been on your. Nah, it's not on your notes anymore.
Would my reef shark be able to go into this river next to us?
Isn't that the River Lathe?
It's the River Lathe, so it would become a demon.
Never mind. Never mind.
Actually, that's a great question. Because does it have a soul in order for it to become a demon? That is strange. I wonder.
It's
How
No,
not
I
a soul.
don't.
It
Well,
would
it
have a
is-
soul, but
They're
Does
another planar being,
a
right? They're like a
celestial
fey
Let's
being.
try it.
steed have a soul?
if it doesn't lose its soul, though, it should still lose its memories, which means does the spell hold, or does it just become a normal?
Well, is it still
restart?
magically compelled to like
Yeah.
It is a.
serve?
It is officially a creature from the upper planes formed into whatever plane you're on, and then when it dies, it returns to its home plane. So it would have a soul, but it would no longer be able to return home if you swam it through the river Led. It would be turned into a lemure, just like everybody else would, and would lose itself. So I don't recommend that.
Okay, I'll just get my little dire wolf out.
It appears next to you, and it just moves over and sniffs the air. It looks upset.
That's fair.
So you all
I'm gonna have
head.
to lay low too.
You head over towards the figure that's kind of carrying scrolls across the desert alone.
Yes.
Okay.
With a horse with no name? Yeah.
And through the desert on a horse with no name. Let's see.
Is it the Turtle Pope? Please
I
let it
really
be the
wish there
Turtle
was
Pope.
some fucking rain
That's
here.
what it sounds like.
It would probably be acid rain.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Or fire rain? Yeah.
Okay. So you begin moving across the. Are you trying to sneak up on him at all? Or are you going to announce your presence in advance?
Well, I mean, I'll ask Willoughby because Willoughby was the one who noticed it. Did it seem like actually terrain question? Are we in the open?
Yes, absolutely.
So there's no it saw us and it hid from us.
No.
It's
When Willoughby
nervous.
recognized it, yeah. Willoughby had recognized that it was a nervous creature or person or whatever, but it didn't seem to be aware of your presence at the moment.
Oh.
So we could kind of take a circuitous route, paying attention to where its head is like pointing
Sure.
and jerking around.
We can sneak around. Some of us can sneak around certainly.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm loud.
It's okay. I have played a paladin in full plate. It is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So if y'all trying to just maybe not announce yourself too early, everybody give me a stealth roll, please.
Who knows? I could roll a 20 here and be the quietest paladin with armor you've ever seen.
I'm assuming no.
I mean, I don't have great. There it is. Woo, that one. Yes.
Hey, the
My
rolls.
+1.
The rolls are telling a story. Here
I'll wait. We start with an inspiration, right? I should probably catch it in.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it again. We're trying to sneak up on this. We don't have to do that. It's fine that Thilmaris and Sonda are just gonna like see the commotion that everyone is making and then just kind of fade into the shadows by themselves.
Yeah, you start
So
you
the
start
rest of
sneaking
us-
off, but everybody
The
else
rest
is
of us could be the distraction.
It's just a bunch of like me going, son of a, mother, son of a,
Yes,
God,
exactly.
it's hot. Why?
hot, uncomfortable, itchy, and
like,
and we've got Valen just walking along, rattling.
King kong, king bong, king bang.
So
The sweat doesn't
obviously,
dampen it at all.
since you recognize that they're being very loud, it's very easy for you to see Thilmaris. Do you want them to hold off so you can go up and look first, or just move at the same time and try to stay out of sight?
So because I am a ranger, I can move at full speed while stealthing. They can't, so he just like he's not going to say anything. He's just gonna go move. He's just gonna move faster than them.
Mhm.
Just being like, I don't know them.
I'm not with them.
To get around the creature because obviously the creature's gonna notice them, and hopefully they won't notice him. Whatever it might be, whatever the roundness. It's spherical.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
So you're staying ahead and around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And as you approach, let's see. I'll have everybody roll perception one more time just to see who sees what first. As you get closer to this figure.
Jesus.
18
11.
from Valen, 11 from Thilmaris, 15 from Willamy, and 20 from
20, 30, 20.
Westell and Valen, the two of you, loud as you are, and as irritated as your skin is, and as frustrated as you
Inflamed.
are, inflamed as your toes are starting to feel. Both of you recognize this individual, not normal in appearance. His hood kind of falls back, and you can see 3 curled horns, one on one side of his head, 2 on the other. As he is shuffling these papers all over him, there's scrolls wrapped up in bags and spots on him. You see him stop for a second, and he pulls out one of these scrolls and he begins scribing something as he's looking at the terrain, and then he puts it back into his bag. He's got one overly large, kind of reddish, dull, glowing eye, and one light blue eye in the other socket. He's got an emaciated appearance with pointed ears and some scraggles of hair around him. He's wearing cloth robes of some kind that are quite tattered and damaged. He doesn't seem to be impacted by the surroundings, so you believe he's probably a denizen or someone who's lived here long enough that he just understands how it goes. So who's the first to approach in this moment? I know that you're a little bit further ahead, Thul. Do you want to get up on this individual? You can only see him from behind and to the side where you're at, and he's a figure just covered in these scroll casings, and he's got ink stains on the tips of his slightly clawed fingers.
Do I get the sense that this person is itching for a fight?
Give me an insight check.
18.
You recognize him as nervously approaching everything that he's doing, keeping an eye out, but he seems to be absorbed in whatever his duties are, whatever it is that he's doing right now, to the point where he's not really paying enough attention to behind him. It seems like he feels comfortable in these environs and isn't expecting you. It doesn't appear that he's armed for combat.
Then I think Thilmaris is going to take a chance in this moment and just kind of walk out and announce himself. Hello. I was wondering if you might be able to give me some directions.
The first voice that goes, goes up in the air, his arms go up above him, you see scrolls kind of fly everywhere, and he spins around, looks at you. Hello! I wasn't expecting anyone. Who are you?
Thormaris, you can call me. Who are you?
Maxis Orlo, at your service. He bows slightly. Wanderer of the broken paths, cartographer of the damned.
Does that name ring a bell to me?
Give me a history roll.
Okay. It's terrible, but okay. Oh,
Nat
natural
20.
20 for 21.
Okay, Maxis Orlo. There is something that kind of sparks a little bit of knowledge from you. The name sounds like someone who was written in history, in the annals of Elturel,
Mm-hmm.
as kind of one of the forward missionaries that had gone through the portal for Zariel and for the Hellriders to map out a path for them to travel on when they got to Hell, not knowing what to expect. There was a group of cartographers that went out all at once so that they could set up places where camps would be good to set up to protect themselves, to make sure that they knew where they were going to be traveling when they were doing this push back against Hell. That was it. So he's here still, but he doesn't look like a human anymore.
You came with. You were a part of the forwarding party with Zario before the fall.
The fall. What do you mean the fall? Has my commander asked for my return yet?
Did Zariel send you out here?
Oh, yes. Her and the other Hellrider commanders, they said we would be bountifully rewarded once we came back with the appropriate levels of information for them to use for our soldiers. And I had done that. He looks down at all of the different scrolls all over his sides.
Ah, you've certainly collected a lot of information. How do your commanders communicate with you?
Oh, by pigeon! Although I haven't seen one in... He seems to have an existential crisis. A long time.
Consider me your pigeon, then.
You're a person, dear, not a pigeon.
More metaphorically, how's about we... Where were you supposed to go when you were done?
When I was done, we were to travel back to the portal I seem to have misplaced.
Ah,
I went
Well-
back to where I thought it was supposed to be, at least on the maps it was, but unfortunately, the terrain here changes sometimes, and I have been able to map out a good portion of that so that I can figure out and anticipate where it's going to be. However, the portal was gone when I got to where it was supposed to be, so I'm assuming they moved it, and I'm still waiting my pigeon to tell me where it is now.
Oh. Thulmaris, is walking towards this person, again, very slowly, not threateningly, while the clanking trio comes forward.
Everybody else is starting to hear this conversation as you all arrive, by the way.
And he's gonna, take Marx's hand in his, just kind of grasp it. Well, I'm sorry to say that, Zariel's now in charge of Hell, which I'm sure you know. Well, Avernus. She's in charge of Avernus.
Then she won. Good! I am so glad to hear that our forces were victorious, and I had my part too.
So, there might be a reason you didn't get a pigeon.
Oh, did I do a bad job? Please don't tell me I did a
No.
bad job.
You did not do a bad job, darling. It's not that. It's... Zariel, when I say fell, from
The back of a horse?
lawful good to lawful evil kind of fall.
Oh, that's not possible. Zariel's an
Angels have
angel.
never fallen before?
Angels don't... Questions his thoughts for a second. There's no way. Zariel was way too motivated to fight demons and devils.
But that was the point of her fall. She was too motivated to fight the horde of demons. And, she made some very questionable choices.
Can we walk and talk? I'm assuming these are your friends. Hello, friends of... Dulmaris, was it?
Hello, Mr. Rotund Man.
Oh, hi. Do I know you from somewhere? You are wearing the armor of... Oh, just a legionnaire. Yes, I'm sure you can carry our things.
Lamaris is like,
um,
absolutely. That's why I brought him. And just like, darling, carry his things.
He like turns and
You see
starts to
Valen
hand
pick
you a
it up,
couple of
grab
bags.
it, and grab one of his big sacks and just nicely just hands it to Flameris.
But it's
I'll
just
get
like,
the big one, love.
gonna take just Marcus's hand and just keep walking. Do you happen to know where Fort Knucklebone is by any stretch of the mortal imagination?
Oh yes, that's a new place for the most part. New, relatively speaking, of course. You have to walk counterclockwise towards the volcano over the course of 2 to 3 days, and then on the last day, run north, and you will arrive.
So specifically walk for 2 days,
Mhm.
counterclockwise to the volcano,
Yes,
and then on the third day, run?
run directly north.
Why
That's what
run?
it said, right? He like seems to go over to one of his scrolls and he just holds it up to his ear. Yes, of course. No, I didn't tell them about that. Well, it's not anything of import. It just causes uncomfortability. Why would I? They might go
Flameris.
out of their way to
Yeah,
avoid.
we-
No.
We don't like being
I-
uncomfortable.
Also, which volcano?
Oh,
which
the smaller
volcano?
one on the left. As he like points.
Ah,
It's
yes.
not near the giant skeleton, by the way.
Great, lovely, love that.
Smaller. All.
Well,
Left.
oh, actually, since he seems to have a very good general understanding of directions around here, you were saying something, Valen?
I was just gonna like whisper to everyone. Do you think he lost his marbles?
You think?
He's been in hell for
That-
how many? 200?
Yeah, like 300 something.
300 years? Good God. Yeah, but he isn't like he hasn't fallen. He's just been here and thus affected.
He's been mutated
Right.
quite severely.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
ask him about that if you wanted to.
And
I feel like
there's
that's a
just
conversation over dinner. Like we just met.
and there's just scrolls really willy nilly thrown around, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's got a bunch still on
Can I
him,
just,
but
like-
he handed a couple of bags to Valen, and then there's a ton of them just all over the ground.
Can I just pick one up in like the guise of cleaning up and just like glance at one to see if it's actually like coherent or if it's just gibberish?
You reach down and you grab hold of one of these scrolls. The parchment almost cracked and dry in your hands, obviously very old. And as you grab it, you now see it like splits in half. And then you happen to have two scrolls in your hands. One of them new and one of them old.
I open them up? Question mark.
The new one is blank. And you see Maxis just immediately reach over. Oh, thank you! I was waiting for another one to arrive, and he stuffs it into his bag.
You're welcome. And then I open up the old one.
The old one has a series of lines, dotted lines, triangles, squares, things that look like footsteps, small notations in the corner that are written in ancient Elturian, portion of common, that all seem to be describing a way to the hell wasp nest.
Yeah.
Try to avoid
So
that.
I'm just gonna roll this back up and put it in one of the bags and just be like, yeah, he's I don't know how reputable they are, but they probably knew their stuff at one time.
He looks over at you. I am offended that you would think I don't know what I'm doing. Just a little bit of madness is fine in anyone.
Yeah, but when did
I-
it? How long did it go from a little bit of madness to a lot of bit of badness?
Oh, I'm sure plenty of decades ago, my friend.
That's only my concern. Like, if I could, I would put you right back to where you were, before you got here. It's just, we're gonna work this out together, right? We're now
His eyes kind of widen as he grabs hold of Whistel's shoulders and like gets in a little bit too close. The smell almost of formaldehyde kind of radiating off of him. as he kind of it gets there and his fetid breath
Uh-huh.
goes across your face and he goes, "Look, I understand what it is to be here, and to be perfectly honest, anyone that lives here for a great deal of time goes mad. I'm in a good state of mind for who I am and for how long I've been here. I assure you that. You have nothing to worry about." He like
Nope.
shakes you a little bit and steps back and then dusts off your shoulders.
I commend you, and if things go well, we're hoping to get you and others out of here. If that would that be something you would
That
enjoy, or
would be
are you kind of like
exceptional. I would love to break the bonds of hell and return to the material plane just once in my life.
yeah, that's our goal. We're trying to do something. So I don't know if you noticed, but I just point up to where El Terrell is.
Mhm.
Have you noticed that?
Notice what, good sir?
Have you noticed the giant thing of Earth above us that looks like it could be the shape of a town or a
Sky
city
is
that was pulled?
dark. It looks like it might rain today.
Well, I don't know what to do with
Makes
this now.
Give me a insight check. Anybody who would like to.
Yeah, as much as I'm actually somewhat insightful.
14.
16.
Oh, and guidance.
I was gonna say I haven't been using that today.
15.
15.
Fuck.
So you and Wistel.
18.
There you go. The two of you have dealt with people who are in denial plenty of times in the past. His brain refuses to allow him to see that the city he has sought for so long to return to outside of this plane is trapped here with him.
Oh,
That
Oh,
makes
no.
perfect
That's fair.
sense.
fair enough.
Yep.
The trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh, I do have the guidance.
let's hope we can. There's a bit of a mission we kind of have to go on. We're heading for Fort Knucklebone.
Okay.
Hold on, everyone. Please remind Marquise precisely why we're going to Fort Knucklebone.
To
We
get
are
that
going-
Ariel's sword, eventually.
The
And
work
I think to
towards
change the
Zariel's soul.
unicorn thing.
Well, yes. So there was a vision.
That too.
There was a vision provided to Older Ravengard by a god, that indicated to him that your next step in your journey is to go there and find a vehicle that will help you traverse Avernus in
The
general.
desert. Yeah.
Because there's just too much happening here. And that's it. So that's what they saw was that, and then finding some sort of traveling merchant.
Ty, is there anything I could roll to figure out if the madness this person is suffering from is it like a form of a curse bestowed upon them, or is it literally just you saw enough shit that his mind's breaking?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, like this is kind of like where my mind is going would be like if I did something that tried to remove a curse. No, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Now you can re-roll.
We at the D4.
But
Yeah,
now you
12.
can re-roll because you
12.
still have heroic inspiration.
Yeah, I don't know if I care that much.
Uh,
As of right now. Because it's kind of like I'll eventually get a spell that could potentially take away some form of that could perform some form of restoration. But if it's just them experiencing things, it wouldn't get rid of it. It would only get rid of it if it's kind of like an effect of a curse or like some kind of magical effect.
Yeah. With that roll, you're not. There is a level of magic about this individual. You didn't. You don't have a high enough roll to understand specifically if it's a
Fair enough.
cause for his. But you can tell that his flesh has partially decayed away in a way that almost makes you feel like he's undead, even when he's not. The mutations of the horns on his head, the wild eyes, obviously strange. There is something magical about this individual, and obviously he's lived a lot longer than he probably should have. With the knowledge that Tholmaris had of who this individual was, he was a human before he came here. Now he looks more like a demon.
and he should be dead. Long dead.
Long dead.
Yeah, long dead. I'm wondering if even bringing him back to the surface would be better for him, or if it would be worse.
I mean, better than living an eternal life of madness, wandering the wastes of Avernus. But
I just don't know if it would finally do the final snap of his psyche to actually see like the normal world. I mean, like,
Um,
this is a tomato, and he's like, oh, and he just explodes, like, or something. Like,
Right.
That would be funny. I think like
it kind of would be.
Fulmaris will kind of start taking people in that direction of counterclockwise around the small volcano because we got to start walking eventually.
All right.
But he is going to show the ring to Maxos
Mhm.
and ask, "Do you know what direction this is pointing in?"
You like grab you. He reaches out for it. You let him hold it.
I'll let him hold my hand.
Okay. So
He can
you
jerk my
let
hand
him
around a bit.
hold your hand.
Oh my. Not in the open
I
for
mean,
everybody to see.
We don't know what he's done in 300 years.
True.
As
Do you think to him it's been 300 years, or it's been like 10 minutes?
You have no idea. He,
Oh, he sounds like he knows exactly how long he's been here.
he
How do we
puts his
trust
hand-
that his knowledge is good? Like,
He
if
puts
he's
his hand
kind of
on your.
bunkos, why?
Mhm.
I personally don't.
Puts his hand on your ring, and you can see him like quirk his face up a little bit, like there's pain moving through his cheeks, like his muscles have seized alongside the edges of his temples and along the side of his jaw. And he goes, oh, what horrific sadness! What terrifying heartbreak! My good sir, what has happened to you and to the bearer that granted you this ring? I see torment for centuries.
Only have been a few years, but I imagine that doesn't mean much of anything when your soul is in the hands of demons or devils.
Yes. Time here is a little strange sometimes. I see a fallen fortress, once flying in the skies above. A weapon used by devils against the demons. Yes. It is on the other side of the lathe. It would require... and he starts like scrabbling through his maps again, and he's bringing up a couple. Do you know what? You don't know what the answer is. What about you? Oh, him. He knows? Okay, one moment. In that bag there, please, can you grab the scroll that happens to have the green band around the outside? Not that one, the one with the little gold trim as well. Yes, that one. Thank you. He pulls it over, and he just like holds it to his forehead. And he goes,
Steve, Kevin, Bob.
he holds it to his forehead, and he goes, you know, yes, you know, of course you know. Oh, that's a long, by foot, that's a month's journey northwest, followed by half a month's journey south. I am sorry, but this would be a great deal of time for you to arrive there by foot. And he like puts the scroll back inside of his bag.
Well, we don't plan on going by foot for very much longer in Avernus. We want to go to Fort Knucklebone to hopefully find something that will carry us much faster.
Oh, infernal war machines. Yes, that would do the trick, wouldn't it? Word of advice, don't fall asleep in one. When it comes to traveling, that would get you there much, much quicker. How would... Pulls out the scroll again. He, like, opens it slightly. And then he licks it. Yes, I see. Okay. 2 fortnights, north by northwest, 1 week west, 1 week north. That would get you there. If you had a vessel that was capable of traveling at least 3-fold to 5-fold faster than the saunter or the jog.
I'm gonna write down those directions so that
Okay.
perhaps. But it's more. I think the fallen fortress is the thing he's very much honing in on because that's information that can be ascertained.
Okay.
You see Valen like pick out a scroll out of the bag and like put it up to his head and be like, "Does this work like this?"
You feel it like
Also,
And then he just throws
rustling
it.
against your head. And part of it like crumbles into dust and like almost gets into your eyes. You find yourself doing that whole thing when dust is on your face. You went.
Well, we are we have our current directions for Fort Knucklebone as best as we're going to get. So
What have
counterclockwise
you
and a straight run.
done? Oh,
Oh dear.
Legionnaire. He like snatches the scroll out of your hand that is now partially dust. That's 5 years' work. And it's now ruined. That's enough out of you, sir. I have business to attend to, and I have work to do, and I will not have more of these. And he's like pushing and brushing aside some of the scrolls that are on the ground back into a pile. Sullied, this is my job, and I must do it well, and I will not have you erasing. Oh, poor thing, poor thing. The memories contained within.
You can just see Valen trying to hand him the rest of the bag.
Just-
Take this- Here you go, buddy.
He grabs a hold of them, grabs all the scrolls together, and looks at you and goes, well, I certainly hope you have more manners the next time we meet, if and when we do.
Oh. Well,
So you don't wish to travel with, correct?
No, I have plenty more to map out. Do you realize how large Avernus is?
do you?
Well, yeah, are you trying to do all of it, or like a portion of it, or like?
All
Do you
of
think
it
your
would be
mission's still ongoing?
preposterous. You know what? I have this. Stop trying to take it from me.
Of course. Just a quick question.
You do you.
How well did you know Zario?
Oh, I was just an underling. I had heard her speak to me a few times. Powerful voice, large wings. Attractive, but in a butch way.
Yeah.
Well, if let's just say for a hypothetical situation that that Zario did fall and become a devil, and let's say you were trying to reverse that situation. Is there anyone who might know her very well in order to help with that particular transition?
No idea. If you ask me where to find something, I can help you with that. But if you ask me to find a specific thing that can reverse something else, I'm about positions and locations, not about miracles.
Oh, well, I'm more just a person who might know Zario that would help, that could help.
Well, I have heard that there's an individual who goes by the name of Mad Maggie in Fort Knucklebone that might have some answers.
That's exactly what I was looking for. You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar, and I wish you great luck on your journey.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you, although you have now put me off schedule and I must be about my way before the choir arrives. And you see him like gather everything he has, and then he like heads off to the east.
Wire.
I
Did
think
you say the
we
choir?
also want to be away when the choir arrives. They're really not that good at music.
Mm-hmm. We would like to not be here for the choral festival.
Oh, you don't wish to join them. They'll try to get you to join, just like they tried to get me, and then they will maybe leave you with, and he like scrubs the horns on the top of his head. Bad memories. And then he just continues moving away. Goodbye. Nice to meet you all. Legionnaire, work on your etiquette, please. And Dragon Fellow, thank you for not destroying things and providing me with a new scroll to write upon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Along.
Farewell.
Thanks for all the fish.
Just say no to all.
Why do I feel like he made me feel like I was his underling the whole time?
Well, yeah.
Should have thrown that entire bag on the ground and stomped on it. Anyway.
So you are all now left standing there together. The sand's making you feel uncomfortable. I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. A
Don't
whole
love that.
+2.
Nat 20.
Nice.
50.
And that was
Oh,
close.
that was-
almost a bad roll. So all of you begin to feel the telltale signs of exhaustion creeping in. It has been a lot of fighting, a lot of excitement, a lot of journeying, and a lot of stress on your bodies with this oppressive heat, the poor sensations, the marched walking. You are all getting tired. You will need to make another roll if you stay up longer than the next 4 hours.
Do we want to find like just a quiet little place to have a little hut and take a little nap?
Well, my question is, because I'm at full everything at the
Mhm.
moment. At least I think I am. Let me sure. Yeah, I'm at full everything. Is everyone else at the full everything? It seems like
Yeah,
we rested
I had-
before we flew.
You had rested. No. Did you actually go to. This could be my fault.
I'm pretty sure because I remember we took a long rest because I said before we shoot ourselves, I could swap out some spells that I
That's
thought could
right.
potentially
Exactly.
help.
Yes, you are correct. Right before you had launched yourself from the trebuchet, you had rested. This is a
Yep.
DM fault for having been so long since the last game. We're going to ignore
No,
the
you're
previous
good.
roll. You don't have to make it yet. But
Well, we can
basically,
save them
I mean,
for
it's
later.
Yeah.
still hot as hell.
Mhm.
So
I will allow you to succeed on your
Ah.
first Constitution roll for everybody here, in the case that exhaustion starts to overcome you, as before. So now you are standing there awaiting. You're going to begin traveling in a counterclockwise northwest direction, or yeah.
That is
Okay.
the plan.
counterclockwise, 2 days to the smaller volcano on the left side,
And
And
then
then
directly
one
north.
day running north.
north.
All right.
Which
Yep.
I feel like there's 1, 2, 3. I'm counting at least 3 volcanoes.
It's the smaller one on the left he was pointing at, so you still have that.
Oh, so yeah, okay. At least he was pointing at one, so that's at least something.
Helps. Yeah.
Everyone, mental note.
So you all turn to begin heading in that counterclockwise fashion, and as you all start to walk, Elturel is now to the south of you, instead of to like in front of you where it was before.
Hate that. That's vomit-inducing.
Yeah, you feel a sensation of dizziness kind of like wash over you temporarily as your brain starts trying to process that it didn't move when you moved. It's like if you turned your entire body but the room moves with you.
You know, I much prefer having some drink before feeling like this.
You and me both.
Okay.
Oh, we were. No, that's fine. I'll think about it later. I just realized that I was like, oh, I still have the pouch on me. I could have dropped that shit in the leaf.
Okay.
I mean,
Torment this demon.
yeah.
I have the feeling that we'll have more opportunities.
Plenty
So
of them.
You are marching across the sands, heading in this large counterclockwise circle. A few steps into it, and you feel the coins on your hip begin jingling as the pouch continues moving against your hip, Thulmaris.
When that starts happening, he pulls the bag off, and like, you all just see Thulmaris talking to an inanimate object as he says, "Now you listen here. If I have to listen to your jingling the entire way, I will go up this volcano and toss you in, or I will make the trip to the Leith and toss you in. You will stay silent. Am I clear?"
The bags jingle just twice.
Okay, we've
And
only
puts it
been
back-
down here for a couple of hours and making a mental. Thamaris, are you good? We've only been here a couple of hours, but is it starting to get to you a bit, or is there like pouch
I'm-
screaming? I mean, I scream at a lot of inanimate objects. I should not be the first one saying this out of all people, but
I'm sorry.
it seemed charged.
I forgot to tell everyone. I was cursed. Just a really upset client gave this to me. I thought it was just a cursed item. I didn't really interact with it much. But when I came down here, a demon awoke in the bag, and it really wants me to let it out.
Should we? I'm guessing not.
I would prefer
Do
to
you
not
need
let
help?
any demons out.
Do you need help throwing it somewhere? Like, should we dump it in a volcano? Should we throw it
I
into
don't-
the river?
The locations move enough without us like having to reorient ourselves. So, if I feel it's becoming a problem, I will take it away and deal with it. But I just don't want to get us lost in the process of dealing with this current thing.
The feeling we're going to get lost regardless. So maybe the least amount of getting lost would be good.
That's the least that we follow the directions that the dear good Lord Maxos gave us, and hope that we end up where we're supposed to end up, and find Mad Maggie.
About an hour into traveling, as you're all kind of walking alongside one another, sweat kind of dripping down you in rivulets from how uncomfortable you are. You've got this wet sensation in your clothing and armor and in your shoes, while the outside of your skin pricks and feels uncomfortable and itchy. When you round a little bend, there's this kind of ash-colored hill made of dust that just flicks up into the air and gives it a bitter taste anytime that you like puff some of the ash up and with every step. When you happen to come across what looks like an ancient grandfather clock sitting in a clearing with concentric burn mark circles radiating out from where it's located, you hear it tick, 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 clicking.
I want to re-explain exactly what you just said to us.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of hell,
Mm-hmm.
there's a grandfather clock,
Mm-hmm.
ticking away with burn marks around it.
Yep.
And you would like us to do what but walk away from that situation?
I think we should
I
walk
mean-
around it counterclockwise.
I am a little bit curious.
To be fair.
I forget is my owl up? I can't remember if he's down or out or in or
Saren's
not.
Not up right now.
Okay, I thought I was gonna have to resummon him on the next short rest, but that's fine. But like, I mean, are we just gonna?
Oh no,
Does no one
you
want to
can-
poke it? I kind of want to.
You
What?
can resummon Saren, because you had the
Yeah,
rest
but if I
before
do
you
it
launch out.
ritually, it
Mhm.
takes
10 minutes.
it's gonna take at least an hour, because I think even just find familiars
Is it
an
an
hour to cast. Yeah, and find familiar, but I checked it. It was 1 hour.
Mm.
1 hour or a
Right.
ritual, but usually a ritual is 10 minutes on top of the normal time. So I
Yeah.
figured it'd be an hour and 10 minutes.
That's correct.
So, I'm looking at this grandfather clock and it'd be like, does anyone else kind of want to touch it? Are we just gonna like walk by? Do we want to look at it? Like, we're only here once, right? We're
Hopefully.
Know if I want to touch it necessarily.
I have
but
mage hand. I can mage hand it a bit. Like, we can like
Ooh.
see if it does something, or this it we. Hey, I can be the minority here. You can outvote me. We can walk on by. But like, should we? Shouldn't we? Should we? Shouldn't we? Should we? Should
I'm
we could
wondering
put a
if we could
cursed
just-
bag of devil inside of it. Maybe he doesn't like the sound of
Ooh.
ticking for the rest of eternity. Just saying, it's an option.
That would be good. That would be
Yeah.
good. Or we could use it as a metronome to fix the choir because, dear Lord, they are offbeat.
Wow. just
I
can't-
wasn't thinking that, but
Uh, Mars is just kind of looking at her, just like, no, I would, listen. If we're going to touch it, can we just be already moving in a direction that's away from it in case it decides to, I don't know, tick tick boom?
hey, we don't have to. I'm just saying. I thought it could be fun,
Yeah.
right? You know, like what if there's like I don't
You
know,
what
what
else
if
could be
like
fun? Meth.
there could be
Is that
meth
Avernus?
in it.
So does
You
anyone
don't
take
know.
a closer
Like, what if you
look?
open it up and there's like,
I mean,
I mean,
Mars can like, how far away are we?
You are about 30, 40 feet away at this point in time.
And let me ask this question: is it to the side of us or is it in front of us?
It's in front of you, a little bit to the left.
It's the same direction we're kind of going.
Yeah, roughly.
okay,
That's
I'll
why it
cast
became.
detect-
Yeah,
I could do detect magic and we can kind of get a feel for it.
Yes, you
that
can.
I would like that. Just any amount of information before we
Okay.
go near it.
Okay.
So I'll cast detect. I'll do detect magic level 1, and I'll get within 30 feet of it so that it procs to see if it's magical, and then kind of get a feel for it.
You get closer to it. You immediately recognize that it doesn't have more than one hand on its face. There are no numbers, and the hand is just a single black hand that is moving backwards.
Like constantly,
Yes.
or is it ticking backwards? Oh boy.
You use detect magic, and you get
Mhm.
nothing off of it. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy.
Sure. Boop. Guidance.
Mhm.
22.
Okay.
Right.
You extend your senses out, trying to search for whatever you can glean off of this object. And it's like your hand passing through air. Your senses mute out the ticking. You can sort of see through it, like you would an illusion, but it still there. And as you stare at this, the ticking stops. You hear the laughter of a child suddenly.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't
And
like
then
this.
the-
I don't like this. Let's move.
We're out.
The clock sinks into the ground.
Motherfucker.
Oh fuck.
We didn't touch it.
We didn't
We
touch
didn't
it.
touch it. Let's just
Keep
move.
moving.
Let's just forget
Let's
about
keep
it.
going.
It's just yep. Put
Okay.
that on the map. Don't.
Is-
Laughing strange child laughing clock. Don't like it.
It is so
Nope.
funny that the second that a child all of us were out.
You're all
Exactly.
Done.
It's like
We're
that's it.
done.
Have you
We
ever
are
heard of a
done.
child laughing that is a good thing? Like, there's no
This
creepy
child is
situation
on-
where a child laughs. You're like, oh my god, a child has saved the day. Woo! Like, no, it never happens.
This child is on the 7th floor of a wizard's tower. Absolutely not. This is a child.
Yeah, the child is good. The child holds the answers. Like,
Mhm.
oh my god, there's a laughing child. We
does-
need to save them. No.
Does what's happening in this particular moment ring any bells? And then
Give me
what was
an
stored up the pig floor?
Arcana check.
Ooh. I was hoping you'd say religion.
Can anybody roll for this, Ty?
Yeah, if you all want to try to see if you've ever heard of anything that
15.
happened like this.
Oh, okay,
Sure.
there you go.
15. There is
Come on,
something.
Hellrider.
There's something on the
Oh.
tip of your-
25, 28.
Oh my god.
28.
I do some things well.
So
You are a great friend too.
Thilmaris, all you can think is there was a story. Oh, it's on the tip of your brain, but you can't quite. It's like a fairy tale, child's like one of those cautionary tales, something,
no.
but you can't remember what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for you, Valen, and Willamy. You have no clue whatsoever. Wistel, you were reminded of in some of your in some of the studies you came across in the past when you were, learning about dark magics as a warlock. The Voxali, which is a form of, it's like a vision of a time to a negative event. It's something that becomes an apparition for those that see it. It is telling them when something bad is going to happen.
Oh.
Would I know that means like it is now locked onto us, or did we like negate it by doing what we did?
Some of the stories
like, not
indicate
negate
that
it, but, like,
running across it then locks
Uh-huh.
you into some negative event. Some people think that it's just a warning of something that would happen anyways. Again, it's more a fairy tale than it is.
All right, so
Cool.
I think that one way or the other, just keep your eyes out. Right, we're in hell. I don't think anyone's taking it easy. Just like extra, I guess. I don't know. Seems like, obviously it's bad, right? We all know it's bad. It's just this could be now bad. It could be future bad. But yeah, maybe some bad shit happened here, surprise, and now there's some weird thing that might decide to do something to us. I don't know. So let's just.
Did Wistel see what tick
Time.
it was on when it disappeared?
Give me a perception check, Wistel. You can ask him, Phil, since
Yeah,
you're
that's I'm basically like. Did you see what tick it was
Sure.
on? Just trying to figure out whether or not it's now or later. Oh, okay.
Dirty
20?
20.
It was at about 10 after, well, about 40 after total. So it was ticking back from 40 after, wherever that is.
I was thinking backwards.
Yeah, so it was on 40 after, which would be like
Yeah,
the
the-
8, and then it was going back towards 7.
Yeah.
So 8 hours from now,
We don't.
relatively speaking.
Help, I know.
So
Well,
we don't
we're
want-
also
okay.
going we're going clockwise around the volcano, right? So
Counter,
what
we're
if
going
when we hit?
counterclockwise.
I thought this thing was clicking backwards, which would be counterclockwise.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's going the same
So
direction.
I was thinking, what if the volcano is the center of the clock and this thing hit 40? What happens if we get you like locationally 40 around the volcano? The bad thing happens.
Oh.
If this is related to that, as you're thinking about it, right now you would be roughly at the 25. So you'd have to go all the way around until you got to that, which would happen roughly in the middle of tomorrow.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it would be a
that's-
while, but
That's
well-
tomorrow's problem then.
so,
So yeah,
at least it's
again,
not right
wide
now.
berth.
Let's give it a wide berth, and then let's just keep it walking. Everyone, just eyes in the back of your heads.
it is
Yes.
so funny. That child laughed, turned your entire tune in the opposite direction.
Hey, I will poke anything until there's a scary child laughing, and then it's like peace. You know, curiosity only goes so far. And Ty
Their
knows this, which
children
is
show up
unfortunate because he
and-
knows exactly everyone else is gonna be like, nah, let's not do it. But he knows I'm gonna sit there and be like, he put it there for a reason. I should touch it.
Listen, as someone who constantly puts the plot in his mouth, I completely understand. But sometimes it's just like there's just a thing in the middle of the woods, and sometimes you could just walk away.
You could totally
Yeah, but that's my problem. It's like depending on the character I'm playing, most of the time it's usually a character that's gonna be like, but maybe, just maybe.
Maybe this
Just maybe.
time.
Maybe.
this time I'll be lucky.
Yeah. It's why you stick your head under every waterfall because you don't know whether or not it'll have the secret passage or not.
Of course, you got to check.
So now it's
Yeah.
under the sand.
It just went away. It just went. Woo, 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 woo,
Oh, did
and
the
then-
burn marks also go away, or just the clock?
Just the clock.
Cool. We
Ah.
know exactly where the burn
Yeah,
marks
just-
are. So
we're
let's
just
go
like-
way around it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you continue on your path, is what I'm hearing. And
Mhm.
as you travel,
Yeah.
give me a perception check again.
And my detect magic lasts for 10 minutes if that helps.
Yes, that's sometimes helpful.
Perception.
God damn it! Just a
30-30. Woo!
Dirty 30.
Get into it.
Jesus.
We got a
rolls
dirty
today.
30, and we got an 18 and a 17. So for Willemie and Valen, as you travel, it's getting harder to recognize how long the passage of time is. The sun doesn't move, as there is none.
Mm.
The skies don't change. It's the same uniform horribleness continuously. You can't stare at like shadows because they're not always correct. Some of them point in different directions than they should. There is nothing about where you're going or how you're traveling to give you that marker to tell you how long things have been. And Willemie and Valen, you two realize you've been traveling probably a lot longer than you might have decided to when you all kind of look up from the trudge. Wistel, marching with everyone, just kind of keeping your heads down. It went from communicating, a little bit of banter back and forth, to everyone just being sullenly quiet after a certain point in time. And you recognize as you like snap your head up and look around, your internal clock is telling you it has been 12 hours.
Damn.
Everyone has succeeded their Constitution saving throws prior, but you are now getting more and more tired the further you go. And with this, we will go to our break. We will return shortly. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. And hello and welcome back to Hellriders here on Roll for Chaos. So, everybody has now been traveling for the better part of about 13 hours. You're getting tired. You're getting worn out. Obviously, you're adventurers, so, you do a lot more than the average person, but still. What do we see you all doing now as this realization comes to you that maybe your internal clocks are now a little bit off and things might not always be as they seem in a way that's good for you?
How much? So obviously 12 hours has passed, but in terms of our goal of walking around this thing 2 days or whatever else, like, do we feel like we actually cleared distance, or did we like kind of like walk in a treadmill for 12 hours?
It felt a little treadmill-y. You're not sure. The terrain around you still seems familiar. You could swear you've walked past that same rock to your left like 2 or 3 times, but it is varied and different enough that you can't be sure.
We probably should have also asked 2 days walking. Is that like 2 8-hour sessions? Is it
24 hours? Yeah, we don't.
Walking. Yeah.
We also don't know if walking 2 days just meant just walking 2 days. You might think you go 3 inches, but that's enough, and then go north. Like, we don't know if it's actually get around.
We can't allow this. We can't allow the logistics of hell to make a second guess. Let's just take a rest today, do the exact same thing tomorrow, and then run on the 3rd day, and then hopefully we're there.
Hope for the best. I mean, it would have been nice if you actually could have just like pointed it out on the horizon or something. At least we had like a landmark. Like, it's unfortunate that we couldn't just see it.
Yeah.
True. Maybe we could have gotten like some form of I don't know, like atlas or something that's like like a farmer's almanac of like how it shifts, so that we know like on this day it should be on this spot. I'm sure if we ask him, he probably would love it, right? He seems like a guy who likes the goal or task.
I mean, if you have some way of communicating with him.
Did I take message?
Sending.
That's true. Yeah, I have message. I don't think I have sending.
I mean, I also have message, but it may
message
be
I think
far
is
away.
Yeah, messages. Yeah, and you have to know what direction they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have sending.
I don't think either.
But I could. Wait, what level is sending?
3rd level.
I could definitely have sending tomorrow.
After you rest.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have animal messenger.
I don't know if your animals are gonna know which way they.
That would be so funny if you sent him a pigeon.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Do we know if the pigeon would even find them? Like, what if you have to send like a pigeon out in all directions? Like, I don't know how it works. Like,
I don't think so.
Like,
let's see.
What if it worked that way? We could just send a pigeon to Fort Knucklebone and follow it.
You specify a location which you must have visited and a recipient who matches a general description.
Well, we don't really. The location's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, but also you require an animal to work your magic upon.
Yeah, yeah.
And we are
like there are little skittery things in the sand.
You'd have to find something counting as a beast, and then a tiny beast, and then talk to it and send it.
About on more pressing matters, do we just want to camp out in the open? Do we want to try to find somewhere? Do we want to try to? Do we still do tiny hut? Like,
I'm thinking we can tiny hut because I'll get it back because I'll sleep or rest. So that makes a certain amount of sense. Maybe we find somewhere to nestle it.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great about just like popping a tent out here and just like hoping, and just, like nothing's gonna come by and
we could do by the clock.
Nothing comes by.
The clock is gone. It's just the burn marks.
Exactly.
You haven't run.
I would rather not be near that.
You're aware, in all of your circular walking, you have not run across the burn marks again.
Good.
Oh God.
There's that at least.
That's.
Well, we don't know if it's good or bad. We don't know if it's good or bad. It's like we could be walking and you'd be like, "Hi, bitches," and then it's like, "Oh, well, there it is."
I mean,
maybe the bird marks were like things that were like paying attention to who we are, so we like know where they're. Okay, anyway, I'm done.
Is there a place where one might find cover and or an advantageous position with which to hide the tiny hut?
Give me a perception check to look
Nearby?
around.
We'll dig a spherical thing into the ground.
Yes.
There you go.
18 for Willamy. 18,
18 for me as well.
Golmaris. Two of you looking around, you recognize that just a little bit up on the path ahead of you, there
Nope.
is like a shallow hollow, some jagged rocks that kind of block out a little bit of the view of the pathway with a divot nearby. Some beast probably had been scraping at the ground here a while back, and it seems to be undisturbed at this point. You could likely use that to at least give yourself a lower to the ground profile.
I like that.
Sounds good to me.
As you get closer to it, the smell of like heated copper and burning bones seems to be washing over all of you as you're walking forward.
That makes me less happy. I'm just going to say that.
I'd rather be out in the open at this point. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Everything
we
is
have
awful.
we have some summons, right? So we could kind of have them be sentries too.
Mm-hmm. True.
That is true.
So what do you
But yeah,
do?
let's just I mean, hey, as soon as we pop the tiny hut, it's gonna be great on the inside. It's gonna feel like, you know, some form of like magical conditioning of air that will cool off the surrounding areas. That will just, you know, feel nice and like it won't be feeling like this hot, so we can at least like feel
Right.
better. Yeah. So I say we just do it. Let's feel better, and we'll
Yep.
just
Yep.
post some shifts
That's
and
fine. Yeah,
do what we can. Yeah.
my wolf's out, so Sonda.
Okay. So Sonda's out, and your wolf is outside of the. And you're going to go set up Lehman's hut. Are you setting it up in the hollow?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. We'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay. So you go over and you begin the preparation for the spell, and then your hut just pops into existence. What does it look like this time?
I think it's slightly less I don't want to say garish, but loud than it was the last time. It's vaguely sand and dead demon color and just kind of as low to the ground as possible on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then everybody moves over. Does everybody just climb inside to get some rest and relaxation away from this?
I think so.
Okay. So everybody climbs inside, and the first thing that happens is that itching on your skin fades away. While you do still feel damp and sticky from sweat, the interior of this is cool. The air is clear and crisp, and there's a general sensation of comfort that you have not felt in quite some time. It immediately gives you goosebumps.
Golmaris like immediately begins just like the unhooking process of armor
Mm-hmm.
because it's just going to wipe it out and
idea.
wipe himself off.
And remember that sleeping in
Same.
armor is bad for you, especially when you're already
Correct.
mostly exhausted. So everybody strips clear of their armor, fans out in the tent. All of you now find each other extremely more odoriferous than you probably want to be.
Doesn't someone have
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation? Yeah.
There
boom.
you go. Prestidigitation gives you all comfort
Yeah.
as
I have a ton of fucking cantrips. It's not even
magical
funny.
showering starts happening from Wistel on all of you to get
It's
you all
not
cleaned.
as emotionally soothing, but it at least gets rid of the smell.
Of course,
Exactly.
of course.
So Bats from the party, is the nightmare inside the tent or not?
Nightmare is outside of the tent. It actually.
I don't think it
refuses
has.
to
Yeah, it's not big enough.
close
I don't
anything.
think.
No, it's not.
Even if it was, that damn thing can sleep out there where it belongs.
So everyone beds down. Do any of you set a watch?
yes, but also we're looking for a specific thing at Fort Knucklebone, correct?
You are looking
Like
for
the
someone
sword.
A
The
vehicle.
sword's not
A
there.
vehicle.
We're looking.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
You're-
gonna say because I technically could take detect detect object
Detect
Locate
object.
and like
I have that
low take
spell.
object. See, yeah. So say we could kind of like at times pop it off to see if we could name some. If we could name something, we could see if we could find a direction that way. I mean, I know it's 1,000 feet, but it still would be something.
True.
Um,
It wouldn't help for. I mean, I'm not going to say that. When it comes to finding
It's an
objects,
idea.
yeah, it is. It is something that would be helpful.
I'm looking through my new god book of
Yeah.
spells,
Of spells.
which is yeah.
So sad I didn't end up playing a cleric. Oh, they're so much fun. But yeah, I have locate objects, so we don't have to worry about that for the moment. I'm more just like we have to find a vehicle to be able to traverse this place because this
It's too large
clockwise
to
in,
go on
in a
foot.
direction
Yeah.
it ain't gonna work.
There's enough confusion here that you need to be able to cover ground quickly and to find your way to places, and even then it might be difficult.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, let's set up a watch. I mean, I could take one of them because I got to resummon my familiar anyway, so I have to be up for a little bit of time regardless.
Yeah.
So I'm fine taking a watch.
All right.
Technically, I think Eladrins just meditate, so I don't need to sleep, so I can also take a watch.
They do. Our elves meditate, and Eladrins are counted as.
Yep.
However, we do also have the 3 no like allow you to get a good night's sleep
Mm-hmm. You have the gnome hats.
masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gnome hats.
That
We
will
have 3 of those.
give you a fully restful sleep. Yeah, we haven't used those yet. They're still inside of your bottle, Whistle.
But they will be very
Yeah.
useful here because even if we're asleep or meditating does not mean that we will not be worked upon even inside this hut. So it might be nice to keep our brains safe.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody wish to wear the gnomish nightcaps? There's only 3 of them.
I can grab them if people want them. I mean, I'll eventually have to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have a meditation property, so I'll eventually have to sleep.
Fulmaris, as much as he was protesting earlier, will take one, but will not actually wear it so that he wants to talk to goddamn Devil Valerian and at least fire off his quip, if not find out more information.
You could just be like, you're a bitch, and then take it off or put it back
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, just like I am going to get the last word.
Ness will
So
need one,
I'll
right?
I'll grab one and wear one because it just makes sense. Because
Yeah.
I have to sleep.
So you have one, Thul has one, and Ness has one.
So I'll pop into the bottle, grab it, pop it out, and then
Okay.
Lovely.
that'd be my
will-
one bottle charge.
That will allow you to get uninterrupted sleep. Even though Leomans protects you from most things, there are some mental influences that can make its way through the protections. So, Willamy, on first watch, you're awake, you're sitting there. You look outside and you see Sonda like yawn and lay down on the sands outside the area outside of your tent. You see the nightmare like fly up into the sky and go looking for some food or something. You're hoping it returns. And the celestial great wolf also sitting there next to Sonda, like looking around. You blink for a second, and Sonda and the great wolf are missing.
And everybody's asleep using their masks?
Mm-hmm. Well, the 3 of them that have them, yes.
Phelan,
Yes.
did you send your wolf back home?
No. Let me get up and start walking over there with her.
2 of you move over to the edge of the hut and look out to where they were at, and you don't see them here. But you do see Whistle standing outside of the tent staring at something in the distance.
I'm gonna turn around. Whistle was asleep over there, wasn't he? And I'm gonna turn and look to see if he's there.
Whistle's
I keep my eyes.
bedroll is empty.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Can I sense where my wolf is? Because I didn't desummon it.
Yes. It seems to be very close.
Okay.
I think it might be a trap.
It feels a little trappy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I just like do maybe a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. With a 16, you turn and you see that Willamy has dark voids in her eyes. The whites of her sclera have gone completely black. And you turn and look and you notice Whistle laying on the bed nearby, sleeping soundly.
Me, 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 me,
What the fuck?
me, 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 me.
So Whistle's not where it was. So I'm seeing something completely different than what she's saying.
Yes, because you look down, you see Whistle in the bed. You look back to where you had seen Whistle outside, and there is a figure with a green reptilian figure wearing some of Whistle's garb standing outside the tent facing away from you.
And I still don't see my wolf.
No. But you do feel it nearby.
I'm so confused right now.
Can you call your wolf and have him sniff? Red?
Wilmy, are you okay? Do you feel okay?
I mean, does anybody feel okay here? I mean, really, we're in
Oh, God.
hell.
I mean, your eyes are black.
What?
You pull
Yeah.
like
That's
a
not normal.
compact and like take a look at yourself.
Exactly.
And you can see as you pull it up that your eyes are fine. But you notice that behind you in the reflection that there is something with wings moving just outside the edge of view above you in the air.
I'm gonna very slowly reach down and pull out my black steel dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess I probably should go grab my sword, yeah?
I think there might be something in here with us. I don't know how it got in. It's not supposed to be able to.
Should we go wake up Damaris? Damaris?
I
Why are
mean,
you
we may-
laughing?
Damaris is sleeping very soundly with a cute little gnomish nightcap on.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm
Oh,
about to cut the numb cap off, okay? It's just getting weird in here.
Oh, that would be.
Just slice it right off. The...
Ugh.
I mean, Saul technically does not
Then he
have
starts
the cap
screaming.
on.
It only looks like it does because technically I'm not wearing it because again he's like I really want to.
No,
have the
mine's
last
fully
That
like.
is my last
Willoughby-
word.
He's like has it over his eyes.
Willamy, give me
Mine
an
is fully just like
Arcana-
as far down.
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh boy.
This is
It's
not
just
great.
fully. Just.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
You begin to feel subtle manipulations of magic around you, and you're wondering where it's focused on. It obviously has something to do with illusory magic. And then you get it. The shield. It is emanating from Valen's shield.
Oh.
Oh. Oh snap!
Valen,
Oh.
This mother.
I have to talk with that shield again, don't I?
I think it might be good time. I can sing you a song to encourage you.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna go pick
Girl.
up the shield.
Marie
Mhm.
Kondo that shit. Okay, does it bring
Exactly.
joy? No.
No.
Thank you for your
out.
service.
You
I'm
grab
gonna
can
grab
dump
the
it
shield and
somewhere.
say, "What the fuck did I say about you doing crazy shit?" Okay.
Look, we're in my home territory now, not yours.
And you're still stuck in the shield with me, aren't you?
I am protecting us. I'm just making sure enemies of my kind do not find us. I cannot help it that your feeble mortal minds are seeing things now.
Okay. Well, will they be a problem for us?
Of course not, Master.
Fuck you. Well, I'm gonna put the shield. And I'm gonna literally put it face down. Well, seems like my shield's just being an asshole, but I think he's trying to deter things from fucking with us.
This is not the actual Shield of Lords, right? We determined it was something else.
So, the Shield of Lords is what it was called for a long time, but it appears to be
Okay.
something more than that. Give me a history roll, just out of general, like lore, what the Shield of Lords was supposed to be and what it ended up becoming.
Nope. Willamy.
I've got at least something.
So the shield of the Hidden Lord. It was the Shield of Lords. It seemed like it was a symbol of some of the first Hellriders a long time ago, and it was supposed to have been something that helped the High Overseer like rebuild El Terrell after the Hellriders rode and everything started to fall the first time. The fact that it has a demon trapped in it, and a very powerful one at that, throws things into a different light, especially since you now recognize that the High Overseer has been working with devils for a long time.
Not great. Not great.
Just quick clarification.
Hmm?
You said there's a demon in the shield. Devil or demon? This does actually
I know
have
it
a
does,
relevance.
but there is a misconception about what this thing actually is.
Cool. That's fine. Because it said it's home too, and Avernus does belong to devils and not demon kind.
It does.
So I was like,
and so far, I don't think anybody rolled high enough to understand who Gargoth was.
Not yet.
So basically, in a nutshell, he's making us look like bad things so that we don't fuck things up. And we don't get screwed over?
He's from what you understand, he's casting some sort of illusory magic around you that's deterring others from coming to you.
Perfect.
Kinda
He's
hate
not being
that.
an asshole.
are you sure about that?
I don't know.
You want to ask if he's lying? Like a goddamn evil thing?
Mm-hmm.
You're
It could be
sleeping.
a beacon that's like, yo, get this mother. Get these bitches.
Exactly.
A few hours pass.
Oh, okay.
At this point in time, that figure outside kind of shrinks back into your wolf with the dragon laying next to it in the sands. So it was never gone. It was never displaced. But a few hours pass, and you both go into your meditations. Did someone take up the last watch? That was Thilmaris. So Thilmaris, you awaken. Whistle, you go to sleep. You sleeping soundly?
Apparently, like I could have taken it. Yeah, I can just keep sleeping. Everyone else can do half or like their
Did you,
half meditations or whatever else.
Thul, did you give the cap to anybody else?
Oh, I would give it to... I'd give it to Willamy first, because I
Okay.
need to make sure that Willamy, as our resident support, is better off than our tank is.
So
Hurtful.
Thul, you are sitting there on last watch, and give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
We will have warned Thal about what was going on in the shield.
15.
We'll see about that.
So beyond the walls of the tent, as you're sitting there kind of watching and waiting, for a split second, you swear you hear a thudding noise that's repetitive for a second. And then it seems to fade. And then outside, a dust cloud kind of appears around you.
Do I know what this is?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy. 19.
There you go.
A magical effect seems to be emanating from the shield in the center of the room.
Yeah.
It seems to be
All right.
causing a cloud of illusion outside of the tent that is blocking your view.
He's gonna take the shield, and he wants to have a conversation with it.
As you reach out and place your hand upon the shield,
Sure.
a massive irradiating energy explodes outward from it towards you because it's currently bonded to someone else. Please give me a Constitution or Dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. 24.
Excellent. You only take half damage.
Oh yeah. Oh great. Love that. Ouchies.
So you only took 5 damage from that, as that it just kind of explodes in flaming energy and kind of knocks you back a little bit. Do you reach out for it again?
But he will sit down and he will address the shield.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
That's the figure. He's at his wits. Gargoth, I need you to cut the shit.
You hear a laughing noise. Seems to be coming from the coin purse at your hip.
Pulls out the coin. Why are you laughing?
You, you don't know who you talk to.
Do you know who I'm talking to?
Oh, of course. But why would I share this unless you have something to trade?
Are you bound to me?
Define bound.
So if I give you to somebody else, can they open the pouch?
That's not how it works. They would have to take it out of greed.
Well, we are in hell. Can they sense you? Do you give off like a demon stink?
Demons stink. I find myself to be quite pleasant, thank you.
I'm sure you and your kind would.
Some would understand what I am, some would not. Same as your kind. Everything here is a mixture of knowledgeable and stupid.
But if something stupid were to greedily take you from my hip because it just happened to hear the jingling of coins, because you and I both know that you'll be dead long before I ever open you. But if I just happen to let something steal you from me, whatever happens between you and them isn't my problem now, is it?
So you indicating that someone else might be willing to open and let me out before I have come to personal fruition.
Hold on, what is this personal fruition? You
Give me
say
an
that...
insight check.
Sure. I would love to. God damn it, no. 9.
The only thing that comes to mind is a seed?
Are you growing? Are you growing in the bag?
Oh, I'm a big boy now.
I've heard that from a lot of clients. Are you growing in the bag?
Of course. These coins within continue to give me greater and greater form. My master has willed it so. Thank you for bringing me here.
Who's your master?
Oh, the Lord of Greed, of course.
Is is he talking of Mammon or something else?
Um, give me an insight check one more time.
Sure, I'd love to. How about 25?
Yes, yes, he's talking of Mammon.
You didn't say that very convincingly, Ty. It sounded like you were lying. He'll just like look at the bag. What happens if I just never open you?
Oh, you don't have to worry, but bags can only hold so much before they rip at the seams.
How long do you have before you start ripping at the seams?
Let's leave it a surprise.
I'll ask my question again, with the understanding that if I have to go up this fucking volcano to dispose of you, I will. How long?
Give me an intimidation check.
I would love to. 17.
Oh, I'd give it another few moons.
So, What do you do to me if I let you out?
Well, that depends on how pliable you are.
Better things than you have tried to break me, demon. Please do not.
In my time of witnessing you, I've recognized how frail your psyche is. I don't think I'd have that much of a problem with you. The damaged ones are always the easiest to bend.
He like cracks his neck. How powerful are you right now?
Why? Giving away personal secrets, aren't we? I would say I could take him. Your Hell Knight.
You could take my Hell Knight.
Oh, the friend we met on the bridge. That would have been a glorious fight.
Oh, I see. Well, it sounds like we're sort of at a particular crossing of paths now. Because you have now told me that I could not defeat you in single combat, and therefore I have no reason to open this bag, so I don't have very much time before you do, so I guess I should get rid of you.
Is that what you took from this engagement? It has been fun. Mortals are always so chaotic. They're like us.
Which is why I was saying, before you so rudely interrupted me, that getting rid of can happen in one of two ways. I can either throw you in the volcano, or you can wind up in someone else's possession and wreak whatever havoc you wreak whenever you get to get out.
What if I like you, though?
Everyone always does.
We both prey on other people's greed, don't we? We're very alike in that regard.
I think I'm more of a demon of lust than anything else, but continue.
So what would you have of me in order to trade me off to someone less intelligent than you?
He points the bag at the shield. I want to know everything there is to know about this, about who might be in this shield. And then, possibly, if I wanted them removed in a more bloody fashion, how I might be able to accomplish that. And he's saying that both at the bag, but also looking directly at the shield.
That is the unfortunate being known as Gargoth.
Mm-hmm.
He's been called many things in the past. The Hidden Lord, He Who Watches, Lord of the Tenth, Shadow Lord of Bator. He was an archfiend, the 10th archfiend of Avernus. He was a minor deity for a while. He and Asmodeus did not get along incredibly well and were at odds with one another, almost equal in power. But as Asmodeus's will and forces, his support was greater. And that is why Gargoth has been dropping cities into Avernus for Asmodeus to set himself free. I think he only needs 3 more and he wins.
Is that I can't tell if that's a good or bad thing, him getting out.
A Lord of Hell, now at odds with the others that exist here. I think it would be a lot of fun. And I think, my lord, And the demons that follow around behind us here would enjoy it with the devils at odds with one another once more, weakening their forces on the front lines.
Understood. So, I think in about 2 days' time, I should find myself in a place called Fort Knucklebone. Let's just say that I'll make certain that you sound very, Oh, yes. Do you know how to get him out?
Oh, there is rumor and speculation, but unfortunately, Asmodeus doesn't allow his will to be known to others. I am woefully inadequate in that regard, understanding that particular prison's keys.
Let's change the terms of knowledge. We're in hell, yes?
One of them, yes.
And if, let's just say for theory crafting, Lord Asmodeus were to be made aware that this shield was here, what do you think might happen?
Oh, I am certain that he would not be super pleased with that as he banished Gargoth from this space. And the key, the coins at your purse begin jingling very rapidly suddenly, and an intense heat starts radiating up your right side as the bag melts, and you can see the little eyes on the shield glowing red, and you hear that thing screaming in your mind. Go ahead and give me a dex saving throw as you try to launch this off of yourself before you get burned.
Ooh, okay! Oh, fuck me.
The molten gold starts trickling down your leg, causing you 14 points of damage. As you like start flipping this stuff off of yourself. Everybody wearing a gnomish cap stays dead asleep, by the way.
Great, love that.
But
so Valen, you hear Thulmara screaming.
You're the only one at the moment that snaps up awake as you look over.
Good
you
God,
see
what's
Thulmaris is
happening?
like ripped off some of his night clothes that are like smoldering and smoking. There's burning molten gold running down his leg.
I
What are
love
you
that
doing?
the paladin who has not been on watch the entire night has now been woken up by both watches.
Yeah, the fuck? Would anybody allow me to get some rest here tonight?
And so your shield melted. Do I sense a demon at all?
No.
Your shield killed my demon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Isn't this a positive thing?
No, it's not actually. I need you, please understand. Your shield manifested enough power to kill the demon out like without touching it.
Right, we knew that something scary was in there.
It is the rival of Lord Asmodeus.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So it.
So you were talking to the shield?
No, I was talking to the bag. And the
Oh.
bag was telling me about what might happen if Lord Asmodeus were to be made aware. What was the particularly last sentence that he stated?
That it's not likely that Asmodeus would appreciate knowing that Gargoth was here because he was banished, and that was it.
Well, positive side, your bag thing's no longer a problem, right?
Yes, and I guess I'll be sleeping in the nude for the rest of my time in Avernus. But
you no longer have short clothes, so
yeah.
You're used to being naked anyways.
That it doesn't mean that I would prefer to be naked against my wishes. However, yes, that he was going to reveal more about his banishment than Gargoth wanted.
Interesting. Okay.
But yes, if also apparently if this has been happening a lot, actually, over time, the El Terrell situation. This isn't the first time that a city's come down here. This is a series that the Shield has been a part of. And with 3 more cities, Gargoth gets to leave the Shield. Apparently, devil contracts are always finicky things.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if this has to do with anything that, if they know what's happening with the shield, then that's why they were trying to do that with the shield, or if this is the shield's will to do on its own, apart from what Zariel and everyone was trying to do.
Part of
They
you
who?
now thinks about the fact that if this shield was involved in bringing these cities down, and this benefits Zariel because it brings additional soldiers to Avernus, the two might be linked.
Ah.
Well, this got so much more complicated.
Which would mean that if the shield was never meant to be here, or be back here then.
Maybe there's a way to destroy it here.
Oh, well, there's a way to destroy everything somewhere, but the question is, are we going to end it, end Gargoth, or just end his prison?
The question that is at the
Oh.
forefront of your mind as well as the two of you are here is, if Zariel was working with Gargoth to do this task for the forces that Zariel wanted for the Blood War, does that mean that Zariel's at odds with Asmodeus in some way? Because bringing back his rival might be a problem.
Oh, because Asmodeus banished. There was a deal, but not with Asmodeus. The deal was with something else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's bad.
I have a question.
Yep,
Is it against my oath to make a deal with the devil?
absolutely.
Also, quick question.
Mhm.
Other question, tangentially. It was Sylvanus who told him to get the Shield of Lords, correct?
Yes, it was.
Well, sorry. What looked like
it
Sylvanus?
was what looked like Sylvanus that did.
Cool.
The entity that came, the angel that came in his dream after he was marked as a paladin of Sylvanus, was what told him to get that. And it had the smell of brimstone following it when he was dropped off inside of the tabernacle in Baldur's Gate.
Well, I'm gonna go up to Naked Thulmaris is going to come up to very close to you. When was the last time you felt Sylvanus's power, presence, authority, link?
I felt like, wasn't this recent when we were trying to consecrate something?
I don't know if you did you feel Sylvanus or did you feel holy power that may have been necessarily Torm or Lathander, Helm?
Sure.
When's the last time you felt Sylvanus's link?
Can I don't know if I have an answer for that one, Tyson. Is there like a
Last
roll that
time
maybe
you
I could
were-
do?
Last time you were certain you felt Sylvanus's energies was when you were in Baldur's Gate.
Well, didn't he intervene also for the witch, or the thing that was sending the fireball towards us?
Yes,
In
but that
Baldur's
was
Gate.
in Baldur's Gate. That was in the sewer underneath Baldur's Gate.
So are you trying to say that maybe my oath's already broken and I don't know it?
No, you would not feel your magic if that
Sure.
were the case.
Yeah, if you broke
I
your oath,
just
you
think-
don't get magic from Sylvanus anymore.
I'm more just wondering.
Someone
If you
else might
haven't
be
felt it-
using your religion at this point in time to help direct you in a way that gets their motives completed without breaking your oath and making you aware that that's what's happening.
Also,
So
given that we
that's-
know that the shield is all about the illusion magic,
Right.
just saying.
Maybe we do a little consecration of you, my friend? While you're up, I mean, might as well, right?
I mean, I'm not opposed to this. I want to ask a question real quick as Clint, real quick.
Okay.
So, if I was, hypothetically, to break my oath,
Mhm.
make a deal with Asmodeus,
With Asmodeus.
Oh, boy! Oh, okay, we went for Big Daddy. All right.
This went from like 0 to 100. So
Very,
fast.
very quick.
I know, but, to get rid of the shield and what's his butt in the shield.
If you're going to be bad, is what you're saying?
You want to be an
No,
Oathbreaker?
but
With
no,
the conquest.
but hypothetically, I could get my oath back, and hopefully that would maybe get rid of the deal. I don't know. Just hypothetically speaking.
Or get the Wild Hunt sect on you. I mean, one or the other.
It's a thought. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to go bad. I'm just saying that I'm making a decision to get rid of bad with bad in hopes to be good later.
So, I mean, you would have to find a way to communicate with Asmodeus first. He's not on this plane of existence. He's in the first circle of hell, which is pretty far away from where you're at on the ninth circle. You'd have to find a way to reach out to him. You'd have to get his attention in some way, which by itself could be dangerous. And then break your oath, which would lose your abilities to use the powers that you have, become an oath breaker.
I get different abilities, though.
I mean, yes. And who knows what the outcome would be? Asmodeus is not well known for creating contracts that are not like monkey's paws. So
Anyway, shall we consecrate me, I guess?
We can certainly try. Do you happen to have the spell? It is not Sanctuary, it's the other one. Where did you go?
I have
There's a
detect evil and
ritual.
good.
There's a ritual spell. I don't know if it ever. I don't think it got ported over. Never mind. There was a spell called. Why can I not remember what it is called? It is a ritual spell. It's like an hour. It allows you to like conduct weddings and other.
I know what you're talking about. Ceremony.
Not concentrate. No. Ceremony.
Yeah.
Ceremony.
Yeah.
Don't have ceremony.
Religious
But I
ceremonies.
don't think.
But
it
we
was
are
actually
resting. I mean, I probably
over.
have that. Just not on the ready.
So, atonement, bless water, coming of age, dedication, funeral rite, investiture, wedding, and that's it.
But the either the blessed water just to create like holy water by which to reconsecrate this person, or even just like rededicating himself. Which I mean, dedication is probably even easier just to circumvent that problem.
Yeah. That would be helpful in making sure that you're rededicated to Sylvanas instead of having made any choices that wouldn't be considered that.
So I mean, it would be an hour's. First of all, it's a ritual, so it's not even costing a spell slot, and it is available to paladins. It's in Xanathar, so that's why it didn't get ported over.
Yeah.
Xanathars are still available to 2024. So if you want,
but doesn't
Ty?
He'd have to have picked that with his level, would he not have? It's not like.
Oh wait, hold on.
It's not like cleric spell lists.
Yes, let me check.
Or he would need to have a scroll with the ritual on it.
Yeah, I don't think he can do it the way that he is right now.
Do I have? Hold on. I think.
When you finish
I
a long
do.
rest, yes, they are prepared. They are casters who can change on rests.
On rests,
not,
right?
I'm the only one who has to change. Well, sorry, me and Willemy have to change on level up.
So yes, you could choose it during your rest. If you take another hour and just focus, I could allow you to take ceremony or replace one of your other abilities with it, one of your other spells for now. So currently you've got this would be a level 1 abjuration spell. You'd have to replace either blast, detect good and evil, or speak with animals temporarily.
I'll just I mean, clearly we're in hell. I don't really need detect evil or good because there's a lot of bad here anyway. So I'll just, for now, say that one.
What? No.
And then I'll put ceremony into that.
Okay, so Valen looks at you, and the two of you kind of think maybe we should do something about this, and sits down to meditate, focuses on his powers, and tries to get the ceremony capability.
Mm-hmm.
So, as he goes back into his meditation to do this, there's been a lot of interruptions, but, you do only need 4 hours, I guess, over the course of an entire evening. It just leaves you, Thilmaris, here, again, waiting. And as you're sitting there, you can feel thumping through the ground beneath your feet, and the cloud
boy.
outside is still there.
Does it sound like
The ticking.
the no, not the ticking, the rhythm of steps?
No, it's discordant rhythm. So it seems to be happening on a continuous pattern, but it isn't something that follows a beat that you would understand as music.
Oh shit. Sonda's still outside, yeah?
Yes. Although you can feel her presence, you do not see her right now.
Uh-huh. Correct. And I'm going to ask just through the barrier. Actually, do we communicate telepathically? I feel like we do, but let me check. Because I have a feeling that the choir may be in town.
Maybe.
No, we do not have that. So I will just speak in Draconic, asking her if there is a group of something akin to, yeah, just a group of creatures, either outside or close by.
You get no response from Sonda.
Son of a bitch.
Mm.
He can't look outside because that is a bad idea. He could die. He will just have to sit and wait, and I think the thing that he's going to use to occupy his mind while Valen is doing this is he's just going to pull out his father's journal
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
just start reading it, like from beginning to end, because there's really nothing he can do in this moment other than just wait it out. Because if he looks, he knows that he's gonna die or something worse.
Worse.
Look, joining the choir sounds like a way worse thing than death. Okay, did you see the
Fair.
other guy?
Yeah.
I mean, not
He
entirely
could be his
wrong,
apprentice.
So let's go like this. All right.
Yeah, but the shield's hiding
wanna-
us right now.
No, the shield is hiding our sight, so we can't see what's going. It wants someone to step outside of the shield of the hut and fall prey to whatever's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be doing both. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both because I don't think he doesn't want to get caught. And if we die, he's by himself. He can't do shit
But somebody
until
else
someone
take
else
him.
picks him up.
Mm-hmm.
But consider who would pick him up down here.
I mean, that's
Any
fair.
devil, and then he could probably
A
control that
cartographer?
devil.
Right.
Part devil, part infernal.
He's gonna get there eventually. Yeah. He dabbles.
What are you doing over here, Tyson?
I do some making some devil worship,
Nothing.
I dabble.
I mean, don't you dabble?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really dabbling. I'm trying to make a business deal.
The dust
Yeah, that's
starts to settle close to the end
Completely
of the
different.
hour as Valen is coming out of his reverie. And as it does so, you see a massive table set up before you of bone with individuals all kind of placed around it. Each one of these individuals seems to have one large head and two lesser heads that are attached to like screaming throats. There is an individual before them that is this regally draped, armored individual bearing like a Hellrider's knight armor, an ancient set that is damaged and scarred, looking very much undead, but bearing jagged, broken ASMR wings and hollow green glows from the center of his eyes. Sonda and the celestial wolf are tied up on the table like suckling pigs in front of them all. So you see that outside of the tent, and they seem to be waiting.
He turns to the shield.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer if you didn't decide to toy with me, shield. I have done far worse things than send you back to the one who put you there.
No response comes from the shield.
We'll look at the shield and say, maybe I should have a conversation with Asmodeus.
I mean, he could talk to him.
You
I'm out.
don't know what you are doing. Unfortunately for yourself, that would not turn out the way you wanted to.
Wouldn't turn out for you either, would it?
Oh, I don't mind a continual banishment. I still have only 3 objectives left. I'm sure I could find
Priests.
another mortal to finish that job outside of hell.
You mean 3 cities that you're trying to bring down to hell?
Of course.
Okay. And I'm sure Asmodeus really would want you to continue forward doing that, wouldn't he?
It's part of our
To, you know-
contract. I didn't bring myself here. You did. I have broken no contracts.
Yet. You're an asshole.
Is that in the contract, bitch?
Is that in the contract, bitch? Looking out.
Don't be an asshole.
Looking outside, you see this individual kind of moving back and forth. You can tell that the ASMR was once like magnificent. Might have had gold skin at one point, but it's now more of an ashen pallor. It's stretched thin over his entire body like a corpse that didn't know it was dead yet. His armor is pitted and fused to his flesh in a few places, like he'd been hit by powerful high temperatures, that kind of thing. And on his back are 2 makeshift broken blades with like handles that are wrapped leather, probably torn and tattered from something else, that appear as if you put them together, they would become a greatsword.
Oh boy, I hate that. But Thomaris says he's going to address the creature.
Mm-hmm.
In common first.
You'd
Are
have to
you-
step outside first.
Oh wait, there are multiple of these.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's one ASMR
great.
and there's a bunch of creatures around the table
With 3 heads.
with 3 heads.
Hold on. If I remember correctly. Inevitably, yeah. Valen,
Yeah.
you should probably wake our friends up. Well, how much longer do you have on your consecration?
He just
I-
woke up after memorizing it, so he hasn't started his spell.
I haven't done
yet.
it.
It'll
Yeah, I
take-
haven't done
Okay.
it.
His ceremony
Do you
would
think
take an hour.
Can we put it on hold for a moment? Because they look very patient, and this spell only lasts 8 hours.
You're about to reach the end of the spell. Yes.
So would you wake our friends up while I go have a conversation?
Absolutely.
So they're going to get them. Mars will like obviously put his stuff back on.
Hmm.
And once he gets re-kitted up as everyone else is getting woken up and getting their stuff together, he's going to step outside.
You step outside of the tent, and as you do, and you come out to the front, the individual that was there like turns to you, He lifts his chin up, looks over, his eyes kind of meet yours, and the strange like noises and thumping that you had heard before stops as he looks over at you.
New voices. The choir is quiet now. They wish to hear you sing.
As he takes a couple of steps towards you, you see like he moves the blades off of his back and begins dragging them through the sand in your direction.
Dolmaris will take out the Mace of the Fallen Angel.
You've
And
come
just-
so far to join us, to help us end this madness, to draw us from these hells, and to return us to where we belong.
He like touches one of his blackened blades to his own ear, causing a bit of it to slice in for a second as he smiles.
The
Where do you
whisper,
belong?
escape. Escape from the fire, from the lies. Join us. Let us hear your voices risen in song. It will drive us from this to salvation.
May I ask before you start this violent encounter? Who made you?
Made us. This place made us. We were abandoned, cursed by that witch, that so-called angel. Left here on the fields of battle, calling out cries. Our tabernacle led the charge, singing for the glory of Zariel. And this is what we were left with. Abandoned.
Ah,
You hear like
I
all
am
the
sorry.
other skulls like raise their heads and howl into the night, into the day, whatever it is.
when it all like quiets down and
Jesus.
or whatever else is doing, but he is going to look at all of them with genuine sadness in his eyes. I am sorry that your faith was not rewarded the way it should have been.
One verse of salvation to another. Brother, I do not need your placations, nor your sorrow. I need more voices. Once I have enough, we can open the heavens. We can rip asunder the skies, and we can ascend. Come with me now, and we will all be as one.
I am afraid I must disappoint you. I am a terrible singer, but I am much better at dancing, so... And he, like, takes a bow and just says, I believe my dance card is open, so...
Then let us begin this dance. You will find the error of your ways. You will hear the song when I am done with you, if I have to carve new holes where your ears are. You and your friends will be like us.
And please roll initiative, everyone.
Great!
What?
What?
Yay!
Excellent.
12.
Excellent. Got some rolls happening.
Hey!
Nice.
I got good sleep.
Oh,
Poor Valen.
poor Valen. He's just like, I just want to sleep.
Bro, he got woken up so fucking many times.
I know. It makes sense. It makes sense.
You bitches.
Oh, right. One thing I've completely forgotten about because it's been too long. You all still have Catastrophe, or do you leave Catastrophe behind?
We left her behind.
We left
We
her
could
No,
not
you
have
left her
her.
behind,
You
yeah.
convinced her to stay back there, and she helped you with the trebuchet.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like,
all
I would prefer
right.
the NPC to not die.
So, since it is now combat, and Wistel, you are going to go first, when we return next time, we're going to need to leave a few minutes early because we might as well not start a big old fight for like 20
Yeah.
minutes.
That's fair.
So,
That'd be great.
so thank you
I'm
very
like,
much for
what?
watching, everyone, and we're going to go around the table. Please give us what you would like to share with the viewers of any kind that would potentially stumble upon this very little known channel that lies in obscurity and has some of the coolest people ever in it. And then provide us your thoughts about today's episode, if you would, please, at random. Here we are. That is a 2. So it looks like you're going first this time, Brian.
Darn it. I was like, I don't want to be first this time. Okay, it's fine. Okay, easy one. Thoughts. This is fucked up in a lot of different ways, but like the fun kind of way, because nothing makes sense, which is always the best kind to try to figure out. So it's going to be very interesting to see how much this goes further. And then having no backstory and waking up to the Walrus standing off with someone, I'm like, what the hell is going on? So that's going to be an interesting thought. But in terms of the channel, I have yet to ever like interact with, meet, or watch someone on here that I didn't absolutely just like fall in love with. So it's just a great collection and community of people. And Ty is one of the best like story smithers I've ever like been able to play with. So all of those things I would say are great reasons to always like stay and watch and look at all the old things.
Well, thank you for that glowing review of my capabilities. I won't allow it to make me a nervous mess in the future at all.
But he does like shooting kids. Warning.
That is not. That is
True.
that-
It's true.
Context is important.
Yep.
Context.
Nope.
Is
He likes
important.
shooting kids. It happens a lot, more times than you think. Unfortunately, content warning. I was one of them.
Marquise, your turn.
FYI.
I'm just shocked and appalled.
fun story.
Hi everybody. I'll echo all those same sentiments. I've been so very, very blessed that I got to be a part of my very first game with this channel and with Ty was the original Dragons of Rulo. When I played what I was expecting to be a joke character, because I was like, I'll try a joke character. I've never really done that shit before, and I've never done it since because Ty made me fucking cry on fucking air. Because he was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you have just a comedy session. I'm gonna make you have character development and stakes and an emotional investment in the story. So like, yeah, get fucked, dude. But I very much enjoyed playing this game, as all of the lovely pieces that do keep coming together. I'm like, oh, okay, now that makes more sense. Like how we got here. I mean, obviously we got to hell because we wanted to go to hell, but I'm like, oh, okay. The final goal seems so daunting and so challenging and so far away, and I'm like, we are very clearly walking in a straight line towards it, which is a great feeling of accomplishment. That I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere, despite being woken up in the middle of the night by hauntings and people wanting us to sing. And yeah, it's a crazy ride out here in Roll for Chaos, but I'm so happy to be along for the ride.
And we're so happy to have you along for the ride. And then when it comes to the craziness involved in trying just to bed down in Avernus, what's funny is that the Descent to Avernus booklet has a huge section, has nothing to do with the game itself, the actual module, but rather what type of fuckery people can expect at any given time when they're in hell. And that does lend itself to allowing me some personal creative freedoms where I get to torment all of you with interesting shit. So I like that.
You would do that even if there wasn't a section.
I mean, that's true.
He's
That
got
is
a
absolutely
point.
true. But,
Yeah, I'm like, let's.
now I can claim I have an excuse.
I would like to know whether or not this fucking Asimar dude is in the book, or did you make him? Because I gave the fucking Asimar NPC, and I was just like, oh, I don't like the fact that he's an Asimar. I want to talk to him. I want to try and help him. Oh, he doesn't seem to want help. Great. Love this. Now I gotta kill him.
I'll leave that up to you to determine if it was part of the game or not. Clint, your turn.
It's not.
Well, yeah, I just add that I've never really done this before, and so Ty was the reason why I started doing these sessions, and they're a blast. Yeah, I think Valen's just very I feel like he has a lot of guilt because obviously he picked up the shield, and now the shield's with him, and the shield's still fucking with us, and he doesn't know what to do, and yeah, so fuck the shield. He's an asshole. And maybe we can get rid of him. So
There is whole message boards. There is whole theory crafting stuff around that shield, whether or not your party takes it with you at all. through these modules. So it's an interesting toy I get to play with.
I
Sorry,
so willingly
Glitch.
grabbed it.
Yes, of course.
You hold on. To be fair, you were lied to.
You were lied
okay?
to. You
I
did
was
get
lied to.
tricked. You did
That's
get
true.
tricked by someone who had an investment in getting you to take that shield.
I am gullible. That's true.
But you had been very zealous to start with and very motivated in following your deity and in doing the right thing, and it took the wrong kind of entity to take advantage of that, and you didn't roll high enough to understand it was happening at that point in time, unfortunately. And that happens to
Sure.
anybody. It could happen to anybody. Glenn, your turn.
True.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of which, Glenn.
exactly. This is the exact wrong time to be the last in line because everybody's already said everything I wanted to say about Roll for Chaos. So I'll just say follow, subscribe. Hey, I think there might still be a Patreon, but if there's not, you should still stick around because these people are some of the best people I know. They tell some of the best stories I know. And I love being here and being a part of it. So
Is there
all that good
still
stuff.
a Patreon?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
question. I have not managed it incredibly well for a long time because I just don't have the. I used to do all of this stuff myself.
Yeah.
As much as I could,
In all your spare time.
yeah, and I had more spare time during COVID. I had all the time in the world way back then. And then I was able to do all kinds of cool, crazy, fun shit. And now I don't because I work full time and, everything's
Stupid capitalist economy. Just saying.
totally. And that's the next goal that I have is to finish my Twin Six game for beta
Nice.
testing so that we can actually get that off the ground and start using it. And that's what I intend on making, like another either a short series or a couple of one shots or something to give that a try.
So everybody out there who's watching this live or as VOD or on YouTube, come to Twitch, follow, subscribe, be here to see what that is about because that's just going to be a blast. And we all look forward to you being here with us.
Yes. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And we will see you next time we see you at a random event, but hopefully in 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from yesterday.
Yesterday.
From 2 weeks from yesterday. See, I even messed it up now. It's supposed to be on Saturday every other week from 3 to 6 Pacific Standard Time. So
I'm busy all the time.
we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.